Hello, hello, Instagram. Hello, Facebook. Good morning, Ingrid here. Just give everybody a minute to pop on. Make sure that I am going live where I'm supposed to be going live. I've been moving homes a little bit, so I've been all over the internet, which is kind of par for the course, right? Because I'm actually moving home and I am moving home. Yeah, my life is reflecting in art. If you're joining me live, I would love if you would say hello. Let me know that you are on and let me know where you are this morning so that I can say hello. And if you are watching the replay, go ahead and write hashtag replay and let me know that you were watching and if you got anything from this as well. Of course, as well, if you have, good morning, Barbara, how are you? If you have any friends that you think would enjoy this little live, go ahead and share it out as well. I'd always appreciate that. So I'm kind of distracted. I'm looking something's changed. I know what. I'll use my planner. Have you tried the 90X planner? It's flipping awesome. I'm loving it. So I'm going to move my planner. I think I wasn't high enough. That might be better. A little bit more eye contact. Yes, very important. So you see, planners are great for making plans and for elevating your presence online, right? So good morning. Hi for watching. Thank you for watching me on Instagram. So I am going to get started. If we haven't met already, my name is Ingrid Owens. I'm a business coach and marketing strategist for creative entrepreneurs who want to grow their business and make a bigger impact without constantly just relying on referrals. Okay, so I focus on marketing, mindset, and strategy. That is my trifecta. These yard guys come every time I get on live, and it's so annoying because I can hear them outside. What I wanted to do today was stay focused, Ingrid, right? I wanted to talk a little bit about one of the big questions that I got asked, or that I got as a response when I sent out an email, did a little market research. Sent out a little email to my people and asked them what was their biggest struggle in growing their business, or in their business actually, because I have a wide variety of people on my list and I wanted to make sure that I was creating content and delivering value for them, dependent on where they were and what their problem was. And pretty much the same response came back to over and over and over. And it was, Ingrid, how do I find clients? Ingrid, where are my clients? Ingrid, how do I get my next client? How do I get my first client? How do I get my 10th client? Where are my clients, right? And, this is business, right? This is the crux of business. If we don't have clients or customers, we really don't have a business. We just have a hobby, and probably a very expensive hobby by the time you're finished paying for all of the things that go with having a business online, right? Website, all of that kind of stuff, all the courses, all of those. So what I wanted to do today was try and answer that question a little bit. Where do you find your clients and where are they? And this is a big question, right? And this is not really something that you can actually answer in one Facebook live or one Instagram live. So I can't really answer the question, but I can give you some tips and some insight on it. And I would like to propose the fact that maybe we're looking at it the wrong way. As many things in business, as an entrepreneur, we can look at things in lots of different ways, right? And like life, it's all about how you look at it. And sometimes when we look at things in a different perspective, we get a different answer. So instead of always asking the question or thinking about the question, where is my client? Where is my next person? How am I going to get them? Right? It sounds very like grabby, right? You don't want to be doing that. Nobody wants that, right? We all want the ideal scenario of, we're just going to sit back here. We're going to put our shingle outside. Everybody knows that I'm in business because I put my thing on the door, and now they're just going to come find me, right? Right? And that's it. Because clients are everywhere. Your customers are everywhere. I'm on here on my mini broadcasting studio on Facebook Live, shouting out to the world. There's prospective people that I would want to work with me everywhere on here. Maybe they're watching the replay. Maybe they're on here live, right? Clients are everywhere. Instagram is full of people. There's millions and billions of people in the world who could use your services, right? The problem isn't finding clients. The problem is that the clients can't find you because you are staying hidden and you're staying invisible. And you're too busy working on your website and your email list and all of these things and getting the words right, planning everything out perfectly, instead of actually showing up and showing people what you do, right? And showing people how you can solve their problems. So the question isn't really, how do you find your people? It's really, how do they find you? And of course, that comes with marketing, and that comes with what I teach specifically is being visible. Now, it's a bit of a misnomer, right? Because we say, like, is it not enough just to put the shingle on outside the door and tell people we're in business? It isn't. It isn't enough. It's not enough, because we are not dealing with Main Street USA or, the small village Market Street or the Diamond where I grew up, right? And where my dad's town is, and where my dad's shop is, in the Diamond, in the center of the town. Location, 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 so important. But when you're talking about the internet, the World Wide Web, you're going to get lost if you're just in one small tiny corner of it, right? So you've got to really push yourself out there to be visible so that people can see you. And that is what marketing is. Marketing is showing up to solve those problems ahead of time, showing and solving their problems, even if they're not a customer yet, right? Or a customer ever, right? You're helping solve the problems. Not just by advertising your stuff, not saying buy my stuff. If you can go at it from a place of, how can I help you? How can I solve a problem? What can we work on? Give me a small piece of what your issue is, and we're going to solve it right now in your free content, in a word of inspiration that you share with them, in answering a question on Facebook. Hey Tracy, how are you? Thank you for joining. On answering somebody's question in a Facebook group, or putting yourself out there in a way that you're no longer hidden, that you're actually showing up, and so that people know that you have a service to offer. And not even the person who you're actually interacting with, that person might not ever even be your client. That might not even be your person. But they likely know somebody who could be your client, and they likely know somebody who could use your services. And once they get it into their head that you're the go-to gal on whatever it is, and they know what you stand for, and they know your values because they see you showing up and they see you interacting with people all the time, then you're baking in your brand and your presence into their psyche, so that when they have somebody who needs help, then they know who to go to. They know who to recommend, right? So marketing and visibility is putting yourself out there so people can find you, which in turn allows you to find them, right? So it's a process. It's not a one and done thing. Where are they? Well, they're all on Instagram. No, you can't just say that, right? They're everywhere. The process is your own unique marketing strategy. And this is how I help my people, is that we work on a specific strategy that is unique to you, unique to your business, unique to the values that you stand for and what your person stands for. And how best, we tease out how best you're going to find your person, how they're going to find you, because we know the content that's going to work. We know that we're going to figure out the strategy of where to go, where to put it out, how to put it out, what format, and this is marketing, right? This is trying to get that plan together, but there is no one size fits all, right? That's the key. It's very much, it has to be unique to you. So if anybody has any questions on this, I kind of got a little ranty today and I didn't actually mean to, but if anybody has any specific questions, I'm happy to answer them. Because I think one of the things is having that marketing strategy that is specific to you and to your person, and following that plan. Where I see a lot of people getting thrown off and mixed up is that they follow plans from several different places and they don't work the plan, right? So I'm a great believer in it works if you work it. I know that for a fact. And that's why a lot of the stuff that stops us from working the plan is our own stories and our own mindset stuff. So that's why, even though I personally was resistant to working on mindset as a coach in my journey, in my past, I was like, I don't need the mindset. Oh my gosh, did I need the mindset? Did I need to be providing mindset help? And did I need to get the help? Right? It was instrumental. When I got that mindset help, my business shifted and changed, and it is constantly and continuously changing. So that is super, super important. And that's the value of working with a coach, is that you can do that kind of meshing of strategy and of mindset when it needs to be, because we can be working on the wrong things and we can be not knowing, we can be working on the wrong things and we can be doing the wrong thing in the wrong way, or we can be working on the wrong place. Either way, you're never going to get to the place that you need to get to. So that's kind of what I kind of wanted to say today, that visibility and just reaffirming oh yeah, you do have a plan. You do have a plan, Tracy, and you're working that plan. This is really good. Now, let me see. Why can't I see the comments? They're flipping up. So, Barbara asks, where do you start when you plan the strategy with your client? Well, it depends on where my person is, Barbara. So, I will start where they're at. That's really important, right? Because that's the other thing. We're all coming in at different experience levels, and we're all coming in with different business in terms of established. Is that what you mean exactly? If you want to expand on that, you can. I've worked in the past with beginners, and I've worked with people who are a little bit further on and a little bit further on. My Facebook, Instagram is closed down. I've worked with people who, but even if you're a brand new beginner, you may be coming into a brand new place online, maybe say, you may be brand new beginner online, but you've had a business for a while. So, that's going to be slightly different than somebody who is right out of college and they're just starting business and they're doing the whole online thing as well, right? So everybody starts at a different space. But really, when you're getting to anybody who you're starting with, in my business, how I believe we all should be operating from is a place of what your customer wants. And maybe that's a question that you're going, and is it deciding where to be? No, I think it's not. That's not where you decide. You have to look deeper and further back than that, Barbara. You have to look at where your customer is and where she is and how you can best show up for her or him. What we try and do is have a mesh between where they're at and what's comfortable for you. But maybe not too comfortable, because if it's too comfortable, then it's probably what you're already doing. And if you want to grow, you want to go a little bit deeper and further and lean into that, right? So like, you can decide that I want to be on Facebook. Well, if you're dealing with professionals, like maybe they're not on Facebook, maybe they're in LinkedIn. So that might be a better place for you to be. You can decide you want to be on Instagram again, but maybe your people are on Facebook. So you really have to get deep into your knowing who your customer is. I think that's the most important thing in terms of social media. Now, you also have your own individual website and your own place, at least you should have, and that's where you're all the time directing them back to there, and your list, and that's somewhere that you own as well, because the social media channels are subject to change and are kind of volatile, as we experienced a couple of weeks ago when Facebook decided not to do anything for a day. Oh, thank you, Tracy. She says the difference what I did before I worked with you now is huge. You're consistent. Yeah, and that is the thing when you work with people, and you have the plan, right? That it allows you to be consistency. It allows you to be consistent. It takes away the mind drama out of it because you work the plan ahead of time, and then all you have to do is show up for your plan and show up for yourself. My iPhone's trying to update software. Yeah, so the planning bit is huge, but the planning is more than just the calendar. I can't show you my planner because it's holding up my computer. It's more than that. It's more than just putting dates on a calendar, right? It has to be deeper than that. And in the visibility with Tracy, she worked on a specific intensive with me to get really deep on her content and plan it out. But that it wasn't just like, okay, what are my topics? It really goes deeper than that. And it really, for my work, it's all very customer centric. What does your person want? How can I best show up for them? Where can I best show up for them? And what am I going to talk about that's going to meet them where they're at? All right. So if you're interested in doing a visibility strategy session, I do offer a complimentary assessment that we can do together, and that's like a 30-minute call. It's completely free of charge. To see where you're at and to kind of get you an idea of where you could go. I will put the link to that call here in the chat. It's Ingrid Kelly Owens. Oh, I can do my fancy thing, right? And do this, right? Do that. I never get it right. IngridKellyOwens.com/strategy. And that will get you a link to that call, completely complimentary. And if nothing else, you'll walk away with an idea of where you're at right now. And if you wanted to do an assessment, a deep dive assessment, or sorry, not assessment, intensive, I do have some options for that available right now, as well as coaching packages that are a little bit longer and ongoing. Thank you, Barbara. I love that you love it. I love that you joined me. If anybody else has any questions or comments, like I said, feel free to use #replay, write them in the comment box. I'm here for you as much as I can be. And until we talk again, which will definitely be next Tuesday, I will see you online. Bye for now.